Chud the Builder, his goose is cooked. It's over for this guy. I genuinely thought he might be able to get out of it. He had the Predator Poachers guy, Alex Rosen, backing him up. He was showing up in court at his bail hearings. He was showing up to create a GoFundMe to raise money for his potential bail. And I thought genuinely there's a chance Chud the Builder gets out of this with nothing but a slap on the wrist. But boy, was I wrong. And boy, am I glad I was wrong as well. We got the news just yesterday that Chud the Builder has been denied bail. That's right, there's no getting out of jail until his court date. And no doubt his court date is going to result in a really unfortunate decision among the judge and the jury. It's very likely he's going to have to go to prison. So straight from jail to prison, no timeout, no bail, nothing like that. No chance to flee. He's cooked. He's going to be behind bars for quite some time, and there's not going to be any breaks. This is such good news. In fact, they've got a video here from, of all people, a conservative YouTube channel celebrating this news and reporting on it. Believe it or not, this guy was so racist and so bigoted that even black conservatives couldn't abide this dude and make excuses for him. Genuinely respect the rare W from black conservatives finally having a spine and standing up to a racist white person who is blatantly disrespecting them. In this case, he calls out Chud the Builder and makes fun of him for losing his bail. Let's find out all the juicy details, shall we?
This boy is cooked.
Good.
Oh my goodness. So let me just say one time for those of you in the back, this boy's cooked. He's deep fried. It's game over. It's donezo.
Dip him in some sauce and chow down. That's what I want to do. Man, the weed legalization for gun owners is hitting me hard because I got the munchies and all I'm thinking about right now is food.
I want you to understand this ignorant, what's his name? Chud the Builder, Eaton Dartley or Dartley? I don't even know what his name is. Anyways, this white ignorant threw away his whole life. For what, fam? For what? Can someone tell me? For what? Likes?
Clout and money. An intoxicating combination.
Clicks? His streams weren't pulling numbers like that. I know, I looked at the stream. They weren't pulling numbers like that. Bro, do you understand the clippers of his channel were making more than he was on the channel? I want you to put that in perspective, fam. Damn. He dedicated his whole life to try and prove black people were some type of animal and were a bunch of savages.
Listen, guys, donate to the stream. I can only resist the pull to join the grift for so long, guys. Support the stream. I'm telling you, one of these days, I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna go full grifter.
And all during this time, he proved the opposite, bruh. That the only savage and the only animal is exactly what black people have been telling you. Is you.
He's out of line, but he's right.
The only monsters on this planet are you. That's it. That's the crazy part. Everyone else could live peacefully if it wasn't for you ignorance, bruh. If it wasn't for you lineage of evil. Bro, he threw away his life. He threw away his job. He threw away his freedom. He's been incarcerated. His child, your son. Bro, you couldn't stop chimping out for your son, you got a little baby boy, your wife, your family.
What's crazy though is like, it's so bizarre seeing the history of gay people, black people, Hispanic people, go down the line, trying to find acceptance within the Republican Party. Like, you go back 20 years ago, and there was a very serious debate about the Republican Party allowing openly gay people to be a part of it. There was a very strong push not to allow the election and representation of the Republican Party by anybody who's openly gay. They did not want that. And obviously you would think, why would anyone who's gay want to be part of the party? But people did. For some reason, people did. And for some reason, the same goes for black people, despite Republicans having consistently anti-black policy, and even in the past being very resistant to welcoming black people into the party. Nonetheless, we still see black Republicans fight tooth and nail to be accepted into a political movement that hates them and doesn't want to accept them. Nowadays, the pick-me stuff is a little bit more like you're actively encouraged to be a pick-me. But back in the day, you had to fight tooth and nail to be a pick-me.
On live streams breaking down because his family, won't even talk to him. For what, bro? I keep on trying to tell you racists out there that an obsession with black people is only going to lead to your death and destruction.
Yeah, pretty much.
As the scripture says, you come here to kill, steal, and destroy. But everything you mean for evil, God will turn around and change it for good. That's what y'all don't understand. That's why you demon-possessed mongrels, it hasn't computed yet. Bro, just let it go. I don't know what to tell you, but look, how did it help Charlie Kirk, huh? How did per capita help Charlie Kirk? It didn't. All them charts you have, well, actually.
Does Zan know Lucas left the right? Is he really? He's left the right? How did per capita help Charlie Kirk? I don't, is that in reference to race statistics or political violence statistics? Because you could argue it's a conservative shirt if you argue, how did per capita help Charlie Kirk? As in, how does the right committing more political violence per capita, well, in general, but also per capita, how did that stat save Charlie Kirk? Or did it save Charlie Kirk? Or you could see it as, how did per capita race crime stats, did that help Charlie Kirk because he was killed by a white guy? You could see that shirt from any direction. Like it could mean anything. Lucas is definitely on the left now. Look at his appearance on Piers Morgan. Oh, okay, maybe I'm just fully out of the loop then. Fuck. Listen, guys, listen. I don't keep up with content creators. I'm sorry. My bad, I apologize. Amazing Lucas, if you see this, I'm sorry.
Domestic violence, well, actually, when it comes to homicides, all those charts didn't help Charlie Kirk. Ask him. Charlie, did it help you? Yeah, he said no. All right, you heard it here live. You can ask Chud the Builder. Ask him all the stats, all your charts, right? All your little memes. Is it helping you now? No, it's not. He's cooked, he's deep fried. And the reason why, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that this man is...
Dude, Chud the Builder has long hair. All I'm gonna say is there is a reputation that guys with long hair have in prison. I will leave you with that.
Cooked, deep fried. It's because of his attorney. I don't know where he got this attorney. This may be a public defender. He may have gotten his degree out of a Cracker Jack box. I don't know, but it's not looking good. There is a clip of him whispering to his attorney, and the attorney, he gets shot. He's like, ugh. And anytime, listen, no matter what is going on,
Listen, all I'm saying is they're not necessarily the one you're gonna see on the top bunk, if you know what I mean. Inspired by Kirknay's comment in chat. Credit where credit is due.
Last thing you want your attorney to do is to raise his eyes, right? Is to raise his eyes and shout like, oh man, you going to jail.
Dude, Chud the Builder in prison is about to give a whole new meaning to the term raped winger.
Hell, bro, I don't want to break it to you, but you going to jail. His attorney looks like he's fighting a losing case. Like he knows it's a losing case, but he doesn't want to relay it, to Chud. And bruh,
Now, either way is funny, because we know that Chud the Builder will lose his case. Is it funnier if he actively refused to get a Jewish lawyer? Or is it funnier if he specifically seeked out a Jewish lawyer? Which would be funnier? I don't know. I feel you could make a pretty solid argument for either of them being the funnier one.
It's worse because he's talking to this officer on the stand, right? And the officer says, hey, it appears that, Chud fired a few rounds before he even hit the ground.
Shots are shown to be fired prior to them hitting the ground.
Shots are being shown to have been fired prior to that?
Yes.
That's what seems to be happening. And that's what people have been saying, that, hey, he was firing before he even hit the ground. Like, what are you talking about, self-defense? And then you talking about he had his hand on the gun, or he was pulling, his gun out before anything happened? Bruh, it's not looking good. But what makes this even better, what is delicioso, is the attorney was like, what, and how do you know that? And I'm thinking to myself, what type of Timu attorney? Ask law enforcement, how do you know that? Pimpin', it's your job to know how he knows that. What are you talking about? Why are you asking him for answers you should already know? This is
Take another hit, Zan, and everything will be funny. I feel like I'm funnier this stream already just because I'm so stoned. You can't overdo it or you get quiet and mumbly, but I feel like I'm right at that perfect Goldilocks zone where I shouldn't take any more hits for a little bit because I'm at maximum funny, minimum, like, impairment from being stoned. Remember, my tolerance is not what it used to be, guys.
Like, this is night and day when it comes to like, I don't know, Law 101, to like a good attorney. You don't ask questions that you don't know the answers to. So the officer, you want to know what the officer says? Well, according to the courthouse TV, right, the courthouse recording, that it appears that a casing came out, right, and ricocheted prior to Chud hitting the ground.
And how do we know that?
I can see, or in the courthouse video, it shows the casing ejecting from the firearm. It also shows the ricochet off the concrete planter.
Okay.
Prior to them hitting.
Casing is a pretty good way to determine whether or not the gunshot happened when you're reviewing video, because an ejected spent casing means a full cycle of the round. The bullet went out of the chamber, down the barrel, and out the muzzle, for sure. That's pretty definitive.
Well, I guess you're fucked.
And the attorney's like, so he wasn't shot before that though, right? And the officer's like, it appears so.
So Mr. Fox hadn't been hit at that point, correct? You're seeing a ricochet in one casing.
I would assume so.
Bruh, I don't know what Chud did with all his gifts and go money. Maybe he spent it on mayonnaise. I don't know what. I don't know where it went, fam. I don't know where it went. Show me the money! Okay, because I pray to God. I pray to
Too
God
many
this
gifts
is a
for
public
me.
defender.
Or, not gifts, like clips. I don't know. I don't get any of the references. Maybe that's why.
I pray that he did not spend his money on this attorney, all right? Because he is donezo, right? He is donezo. They got him not on attempted murder. And the reason why, because I love it when all these people just say idiotic things. Because he had, what was it, Ahmoud Fadul or whatever, the Sudanese guy who was talking about, oh yeah, they're not going to use his post against him. They're not going to use his post against him. I'm like, bruh.
Wrong-o.
Anyone with an IQ above room temperature will tell you that is literally almost the first thing they go to. They go and scrub the internet for anything you have said, anything that can be incriminating or can benefit their case. That's the first thing they do, bruh. Some of y'all just talk out of your mouth. Sure enough, the judge give the reason why he's declining letting Chud free is because of violent post.
Yep. When I first saw this happen, I genuinely thought Chud the Builder was gonna get off relatively easy, slap on the wrist. I genuinely did, because in most situations, that's exactly what would happen. Most of the, like, particulars of this case really lean in Chud the Builder's favor. But that history of online presence, basically admitting to wanting to use pissing people off as an excuse to get someone angry, and then that person getting angry and maybe attacking him as an excuse to kill them, that's basically an admission of intent. I'm shocked they're not going at him with, like, potentially a first-degree murder charge. You could argue this is premeditated. So yeah, like, it's pretty clear they are taking his internet history, his content, his Twitter posts, all that stuff, his Rumble account, all of that awful shit posting is showing up in court. And it just made him lose bail, which would not have happened if he was anyone else who didn't have that kind of online presence.
The judge denied Etherly's release today, citing violent posts he's made on social media.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked
He
up.
fucked up.
I guess talking about yeeting black people, I don't know. I guess that doesn't look too favorable, for you trying to talk about, well, I'm a peaceful person. I don't know. I guess maybe that's not the smartest thing to do. I just call me crazy, but it seems that all of your words that he said are now being used against him. And then leaving on a bill, bruh, you really dined and dashed? Is that really? Man, you are full ignorant, bro. You are full ignorant. All the stereotypes they have for black people are really it's just a white ignorant. that's all it is. Really, they're trying to give the white ignorance a break. I'm like, okay. Well,
I like that he like left the right and got more progressive, but he didn't like go full overcorrecting, like virtue signaling kind of left. You know what I mean? Like, he's not saying like, he's not gone like all white people are racist now, which some people on the left are unironically carrying that kind of energy, and it's sad to see. He's very much like clarifying ignorant white people, and I like that because that's fundamentally where a lot of the fervor for this right-wing surge, the surge of popularity and content like Chud the Builder's type of content, comes from ignorance. Ignorance is what fuels hate more than anything else. Now, if you can replace someone's ignorance with misinformation designed to make them hate even more, that's the era we're in right now. Not in an era of ignorance, but of ignorance being replaced with misinfo. Dangerous misinfo.
We'll say it's black people who did this. You're blaming on them? Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, we'll let you slide this time. But get out of here, Jethro. You got to pay next time. Honestly, that's what's going on. Genuinely, all the stereotypical behavior is nothing but just poor Bubba in Arkansas. That's all that is. If you look, even historically, that's all it's always been. But I don't know what to tell you. This is hysterical. This is the greatest thing ever, bro. This is awesome. Because he spent all this time trying to be a domestic terrorist to black people, and now look at you. I mean, to be honest with you, everything's going fairly well. I mean, Chud's locked up. You know, Asian businesses are being boycotted for their racist behavior. Austin Metcalf is in hell with Charlie Kirk. I don't know. You know, you have Carmelo Anthony.
That Asian businesses line was a little bit sussy. I do know that there is issues with like anti-black racism in the Asian community and vice versa. It's very, very interesting. I don't know. Was there like a big issue where there were a bunch of like racist Asian-owned businesses that got? I don't know. That's a little iffy. I don't know. Maybe that's a gap in my knowledge. But that one made me go, whew.
Trying to get his appeal. I don't know. We may be taking W's. We may be taking W's, and they're just gonna pile up as we get further and further down the road. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think, whether or not you believe Lucas.
That's amore. Very good. Very good video. I liked it. The Amazing Lucas. There'll be a link down below in the description if you want to go send a view to his video. Drop a like on it, a sub perhaps. I know that he's left the right, so perhaps it is a good time to check out his content. Let me see what he's been up to lately, just out of curiosity. Racist dating clip is one huge problem. A baby is gone after one white police call. He burned a cross, then played dumb. Tried to make them look dangerous, then this happened. This was embarrassing to watch. He went to war for this. They're still obsessed with Michelle Obama. Huh. Yeah, he's like fully locked in. Yeah, even with the Carmelo Anthony story, which, by the way, initially even I had the wrong take on. It took me doing a secondary follow-up on John Metcalf to figure out like why people were upset. So yeah, he called out. Like, I made a video response to what he's covering here, the debate with Brandon Tatum and Stephen A. Smith. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. That is a pretty nice bit of character development to see. I remember years ago covering the Amazing Lucas's videos critically. So it's pretty nice to see things turn around the other way. Neat. Anyway, folks, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe and ring the bell icon. Follow my social medias as well, link down below. And if you want to go the extra mile to support the channel, consider donating, subscribing, or gifting a sub on my website, xanderhall.com/live, or support me over on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, guys.